Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over some more leaked information about increasing your IVs, and it's looking more and more promising as we go. We actually have a visual as to where this is going to be placed when you do see it enter into Pokemon Go, and it's looking like you're going to be able to make Shundos. Yeah, you're going to be able to take up these IVs. Now, we do not know 100% on how often we're going to be able to do this or what the requirements are going to be 100%, but we do have some more details here as well as a visual, so we're going to go over that. Things are getting really exciting regarding this, so let's see what we have going on here, folks. It's finally happening. This is crazy. Now, there are a few caveats, a few things that we need to go over that are going to not surprised, because we did kind of discuss them. But with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have going on here. This is going to be from the Pokemon group. If you do enjoy these types of videos, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Let's go ahead and hop into this. All right, so again, from the Pokemon group, we've got the first look at the hyper training system in Pokemon Go, a feature to boost IVs. All right, so some details now confirmed. All right, ready? Here we go. The Pokemon must be set as your buddy. So there has been a few things going around saying that, it has to be at a particular friendship level. But it looks like you're going to have to just have it as your buddy. So no big deal there, right? Okay. Moving on here. You'll need to complete multiple tasks training. Okay, so that's a given. We knew that we're going to have to do that. But what are they? Are they going to be something extremely extreme? Or are they going to be something kind of tedious, just a very long time consuming process? But then again, they're going to be timed, so I don't know how long these things are actually going to be. Maybe it might last a few hours, maybe it might last an hour, maybe a couple of days, who knows, but we'll have to see. Only time will tell. All right, moving on here, there will be a time limit for it to expire. That's what we just went over, right? And then finally, now this is something that we already had in mind, and it makes sense, because we literally went over this fact, because they're shadow Pokemon. They're not really, they're just bad. All right, I guess. All right, we'll just leave it at that. Shadow Pokemon cannot be trained. All right, was looking at the comments underneath this, and I'm not going to show any or nothing. I'm not trying to, show anybody's comments about it, like, oh my goodness, look at this person. But I will mention it. It's like you give an inch and take a mile, right? So we wanted to increase the IVs. This is freaking good enough. We don't know exactly how it's going to work. It could be ridiculous in the requirements in which we need to do to complete it to actually increase the IVs. But at the same time, they're allowing us, and we're seeing these things come forward here through the data mine. Of course, Niantic hasn't announced anything at all, but they will eventually, or should I say Scopely, who knows at this point. But they were just complaining, wow, rip shadow Pokemon, oh, this sucks, I can't say, oh, like, come on, man. We're able to raise our IVs at least. That should be good enough, right? Shadow Pokemon, just don't worry about it. All right, moving on here. Unfortunately, for the people who do not like PvP, it looks like you're going to have to participate maybe in some of these things. Maybe you can figure out a loophole. It might force you to go into Go Battle League, or maybe you could just bust out 2 phones and then battle yourself. Simple as that. There is going to be other interesting features, including some that seem to focus on PvP. We're looking to show more of these as soon as possible. Important, keep in mind that the text for the placeholder, for the picture we're about to see, are placeholders. So we'll go over that here right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the picture. All right, so hyper training with that star or flower. Again, these are all placeholders. Who knows what it's actually going to look like. And yes, it does say attack, attack, attack. These are placeholders. Just pretend attack, defense, stamina, okay? And then explore 0 kilometers with your buddy. I don't know. So let's count the numbers here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kilometers. Now this can be done. Look, I don't want to get into cheating and stuff, but think about it. You could just rock your phone if this is the case. Look, what's the big deal? You got people out here spoofing everywhere. No offense, do what you gotta do, right? And they're getting away with it. Why can't we? Nah, okay, look, I don't want to just go down the route, but this is going to be an issue. People are going to be rocking the hell out of their phones to bring up the IVs. I'm not going to just skip over this thing, and I'm not condoning it, or I'm not saying go ahead and do it, but I'm not saying whatever. You do what you got to do. It's a free world. It's a free market, right? So, yeah. I'm not 100% sure what we're looking at completely here, but I have a pretty decent idea as to what we can maybe see. So 8 kilometers to raise it by 1, and these are not going to be temporary. As of now, it looks like these are actually going to be permanent, in which you're able to raise your IVs here. Again, we do not know how many times you're going to be able to do this, or the requirements, how they're going to progress. Maybe raising it 1 IV is going to require you to walk 8 kilometers here. Again, everything is a placeholder, maybe 20 kilometers, who knows? And then one might require you to like win 50 battles in Go Battle League. All right, I can see them doing that over a period of time if you like try to keep on increasing it over and over again or something like that. It looks like it's going to be, you can see attack, so it's going to be kind of at the bottom there. We might have just a new visual look for the IVs, and it's going to be freaking phenomenal. Now, I do not know. It looks like maybe, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Again, these are placeholders, so we can't just keep on speculating all kinds. Well, we can speculate, but I don't want to put too much out there. So there you have it. Freaking amazing, folks. This is super exciting. You're going to be able to make shundos. All right. Well, with that said, let's go ahead and look at my stuff here, and we're going to look at my like shiny Pokemon that have just 1 IV away from being a shundo, and then we're going to just look at all of my Pokemon in general that I would just like to raise up. So I'll go ahead and throw this video up here. Of course, starting at the top with Kieran White, everything up here is just 1 IV away pretty much from being 100 and even a shundo. So this one is going to definitely be worked on. That Kieran White, shiny Kieran Black, I'm going to make a shundo out of that. You better freaking believe it. This one here, another shiny, it's actually 2 points away in the defense, so I'll have to do 2 trainings for that. And then we do have a Mewtwo here, which I will definitely be training since I've already invested. Forget the shadow Pokemon. You're not going to be able to raise those IVs. And again, that's good. That's good. Now, I'm not going to act like I thought about this myself, but I was reading the comments under the Pokemon thing where he posted his thing and somebody said something. Shout out to whoever this was, but again, I'm not making it up myself. But they said, if we were able to raise the IVs on Shadow Pokemon, then raising the IVs on your Shadow Legendaries would just be broken. And I feel the same way. I mean, I'm not against it or nothing, because, if we can all do it, then what's the problem, But I can see where they're coming from. Broken mechanic. I mean, is it really that broken, though? But yeah, anyways, moving it on here, taking a look at more stuff. Plenty of things. Again, I have a lot of Pokemon that I'm going to work on. I'm going to work probably on the Zygarde first, okay? Yeah, we want this boy to be 100, especially because we know it's going to cover your ears for the people who don't want to hear it. Okay, cover your ears. It's going to get a Mega Form, okay? It's getting a Mega Form, so that's going to be bananas. I don't know how the hell that's going to work, but I have my Zygarde. You may want to start working on your cells too. But then again, maybe hold off, because they might make it easier for you to get the cells in the future, and then you spend all that time just getting 3 a day and maybe 0 following a damn route. Taking a look at the shinies here that are a 3-star, as you can see. We have a good amount. Definitely going to work on that Zacian now that we know to some degree that we're going to be able to get the crown form with the current Zacian and Zamzentis that we do have, which I know a lot of you are very happy about, because I know you grinded your butts off to get your nice 100s or 98s or whatever the case, nice shinies. I get another Shundo here, Snorlax. Would definitely like to invest in that one. I would really love to invest in my shadows. I understand it sucks, but that's just the way it works. And then I do have that Lucario, several others here. I'm not going to be investing in all of these, obviously. Definitely in this one. You better believe it. Yeah. That Gigantamax. Another Shundo, 1 point away. Cloyster. Now, I made that one because the level 50 power-ups. It was like one of the Pokemon that I had the most candies for at the time. Keep kicking my damn camera. Yeah, it's just going to simply be worked on next. Lapras, Gigantamax. Definitely going to be working on my Gigantamax, the shiny ones. This one's pretty good. It's, could have invested in a better one, but it is shiny. I did trade somebody a Gigantamax shiny Venusaur for a Pikachu Libre, local. And definitely want to work on that Venusaur. And there's a lot of other ones in here that I'm not showing you. A lot of these are just doubles. These are not the ones I'm going to work on. We're just going through my 3-star shiny Pokemon, so you can see how far away we are from, becoming a 100 with a lot of these. And now that Drifblim there was 1 point away as well. That Aerodactyl. And then I do have that shiny Heracross that I got from a trade. Obviously, it was lucky. I did get my first freaking Heracross raid was shiny that I went to when it was an invite. These are all my Shundos here. Just got that Genesect. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it. I made a video and there was literally a couple of people. I don't know if you're trolling or what. Man, I don't know if they're just brain dead dummies. But they're like, this is fake. It's not real. Maybe they're joking. I mean, how can you visually see the video, see me catching it, and still claim it's fake? That's just the world we live in, the internet. All right. But there you have it, folks. Pretty awesome. I do have this sunglasses shiny Blastoise. That's probably one of the rarest Shundos that you can get. And then we do have this Malamar, which, guess what? Close your ears again. Cover your ears. That one's getting a Mega 2. So I'm looking beautiful. I'm looking beautiful, and we already made a video going over all of the, that's about it, all of the Pokemon that you want to maybe start working on right now and best buddying up for the new Mega Evolutions, right? We went over the designs based upon the description, not the actual ones, but it looks like they're pretty much spot on. We did, you know, give the person credit who did those and all that stuff. But there you have it, folks. Pretty awesome stuff. I'm very excited for this, and I just wanted to bring you this, and I'm going to head out in like an hour and go do my Heracross raid day. So if you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.